Following a run of bad luck at the end of 2011, funding and local support has transformed Eckington Scout Hut, with new facilities and a modern look. Following the summer break, the Scouts were pleased to show off their new base to an old group member over from Australia.
Right, I'm Brian Parkin, Group Scout Leader for 6 Eckington, and this is Joan, who used to be the Group Scout Leader many years ago.
Yes.
And she's now our secretary, so she's aware of what we're doing. Since she last came, we've actually had new windows put in all the way around. We've had the ceiling underdrawn as well, and we've had new flooring done. We've actually had money from the lottery, which was about £10,000. We've had about £5,000, I think it was, from
Coal Regeneration Board.
Coal Regeneration Board, which we did the kitchen. I don't think you've seen the kitchen, but the kitchen's all been done. And we also had about £5,000 from Ricknell Homes. So, we've been doing a lot of fundraising. We've had donations from various people. We had one lady which gave us didn't she? £2,000. Yeah. Didn't want to be known. Her sons went through scouting, not here, elsewhere. And she saw our advertisement in the local paper where we're asking for funds and whatnot. And she donated £2,000, which is fantastic. One of the cubs who went through, which was Kevin Walker, was a businessman locally. He sent us a cheque for £500. And various other people, too many to mention, to be fair. So
banks.
we've done very well.
Banks, haven't we?
Yeah,
banks
we've had £500 from one of the banks as well. Yeah, we've had that. So, and we're still actively fundraising. We do Rags for Us, which keeps making us a bit of money. So we're doing okay. A lot of the work's been done by our treasurer, which is Gillian Parker, and Sheila Wright. They've done tremendous amount of work.
Sheila did all the form filling, didn't she? She's got most of the money. Yep. She did all the form filling.
Did all the form filling. And, so they've been very active, very busy.
Very good.
Well, the idea is, obviously it's better for the cubs. The central heating, we've had that upgraded as well. It'll be warmer in the winter because last winter we had all the snow and all that freezing weather. It froze up. We had 90 odd bursts, I believe it was. Yes. We had a massive bill from Severn Trent Water Authority. We had to fight that and got that reduced. In fact, I think but eventually they didn't actually charge us, so we got away with that nicely. One of the things we need to do is to let it out, and by doing that we've had a disabled toilet put in. And obviously anybody who wants to use it, anybody within the community, they can come and see us and then we can let it out. Yes, this is Carl Herring, who's over from Australia. He was one of the cubs many, many years ago when we were in the church hall. This is his son Rory, and his wife's over there. She'd like to join us. I don't know if she does not. She don't want to come. So Carl can perhaps just say a little bit how he started with us.
Yeah, I started back in about 1975 with the Cub Scout section, with Joan as my arcala back then, so that's a long, long time. Moved to Australia about 14 years ago. I since became a Cub Scout leader in Australia, in Melbourne. I've been doing that for 6 years now, and absolutely loving every minute of it. And I always refer back to my days as a Cub when I'm talking to my Cubs as well, and the activity and the adventures we used to have. It's been an absolutely amazing trip. And came over to see my parents, and the first thing I thought about was going down to see if any of my old scout troop was still around, and lo and behold, we're still here, which is a great thing. And we did read about it in Australia, about the incident with the hall, so I'm glad to see everything's back up and running, which is great.
I don't know if you know what this was. This was the kitchen for the school, which was Camp School. And it had just been left and gone derelict, and Harold and John, which was my first husband, they actually, it was in a right state and they spent a lot of time doing it up then. But over the years, obviously, it's deteriorated, so we've had to spend the money again. I'll find some money to spend, which we've done. One of the jobs we want to do is tidy all this yard up, get all this spoil and vegetation away, and hopefully get it tarmac, but we'll have to do some more fundraising for that. So, but we're still at it, we're still trying to get some money. We're running about, with leaders and scouts, we're just around about 50-ish, so it's fairly buoyant, isn't it? It's doing okay. Yeah. More girls than boys, I think, at the moment again. So, because obviously Girl Guides went, and it's now Girl Scouts as well as Boy Scouts, so yeah, it's doing okay.